Back to Minor League Baseball, the show. It is our second game of this 3-game set at Arkansas Travelers and the San Antonio Missions. After this 3-game set, the Missions return home as they be greeted by the visiting Frisco Rough Riders for a 4-game set. Missions also get to be visited by the Midland Rockhounds. After that, the Missions will hit the road for an 8-game set. They'll head to Frisco and Midland, and most likely that will be good. Series continues, and most likely we are good to go. Iron Horns. Looking. Oh, there it is. The All-American Ballpark of Arkansas Travelers. Partly cloudy and good to go. Well, here is tonight's starting lineups. First for the visiting San Antonio Missions. Leading off in shortstop, Steve Chavez. Batting second, the DH, Boone Devine. Devine and designated. Batting third, the third baseman, Christian Villanueva. Batting fourth in center fielder, Carmen Zapata. Batting fifth, the first baseman, Leroy Ochoa. Batting sixth, the left fielder, Alan Cordoba. The catcher, Manuel Rincon, will bat seventh for San Antonio. Rincon catching. Brian Valdez will be the right fielder. He'll bat eighth for the Mission lineup. Valdez at right. Batting ninth in second baseman, George Aponte. He rounds out the batting order for San Antonio. Aponte at second. On the mound for San Antonio, Hank Schneider. Schneider, today's Missions pitcher. Now here's your starting lineup for the Arkansas Travelers. Leading off in center fielder, Ross Dolan. Dolan as center. Shortstop, Arnold Suzuki will bat second for Arkansas. Suzuki as short. Batting third in second baseman, Gordon Beckham. Beckham as second. Batting fourth, the first baseman, Greg Duke. Batting fifth, the right fielder, Matt Villarreal. Villarreal at right. Oscar Caballero will be the designated hitter for Arkansas. Caballero, the DH. Dave Paxton will be the left fielder. It's about seventh for Arkansas. Vincent Young will be the catcher for the Travelers. Young catching. And batting ninth, round out the batting order for the Arkansas Travelers, Bobby O'Neill. O'Neill at third. And on the mound for the Arkansas Travelers, Joey Calhoun. Calhoun, today's Arkansas Travelers pitcher. And there's your starting lineups.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. Tonight we've got a good matchup in store between the Arkansas Travelers and the San Antonio Missions. It's baseball on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Hank Schneider, a right-hander from the Garden State of New Jersey, gets the ball here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties. And if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
So striding forward now, Ross Dolman. And we are set for baseball here this evening. First pitch of the at-bat. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Line drive to center field. Oh, and he misses it. Luis Torrens will come into the ball game now as he'll take over in center following the injury. Stepping up now, Arnold Suzuki. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And he pops up the bunt attempt. And he'll lunge forward to make the catch for the first out. And now we'll look at the starting lineup for the visitors in this one. What do we need to know about these guys for this evening's matchup on the road, D-Row?
Well, Matty, you take a look at this lineup filled with young bloods, just young guys, hungry, aggressive, trying to do damage and move traffic to both gaps. Line-to-line power up and down this lineup. Should be interesting to see if this pitcher uses their aggressiveness against them.
Striding in, Gordon Beckham. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and one gone. Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball one. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0.
Well, you see this a lot. A guy comes out of the bullpen throwing bullets, but he has a tough time finding the zone. Trust me, velocity is a great weapon if the hitters are tempted to swing.
Up and in. Big danger now. It's 3-0. Dolman stands at first with one out. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball four. First and second now with one away.
Batting fourth, first baseman, Greg.
Coming to the plate now, Greg Duke. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. Behind 0-2 now. First and second now, one man out. And he'll just waste one there, 1-2.
I have no issue wasting a pitch on 0-2 to try to get a guy to go fishing, but it has to be somewhat tempting. You're not going to get anyone to swing the bat at that pitch.
Calling for it, Cordova. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with two away now.
Batting fifth, right fielder.
Digging in now, Matt Villarreal, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Two men are on with two men out. And a fastball in there for a strike, 1-1.
Hey, nice adjustment right there for him to get on top of that baseball and drive it to the corner. The first pitch he obviously tried to overthrow, got under it, and it sailed on him a little bit.
And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Lifted into the air to shallow center. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So no runs here, no base hits, 1 error, and 2 men left stranded. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1, no score. Joey Calhoun, a right-hander from the Empire State, gets the starting assignment here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
Now batting, Steve Chavez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for San Antonio, the shortstop, Steve
First pitch on its way. This is pulled into right. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So here in the first inning, the leadoff man's aboard to kick things off.
Check out the lefty as he absolutely jumps on that first pitch and hammers it to right. Got what he was looking for and put a good swing on it.
Into the box, Boone Divine, as he'll swing and lift a fly ball to right center. Villarreal on the move. He's there and records the first out. And with that, here's a glance at the starting lineup for the home squad. What's the key for a home victory tonight, Dero?
Matty, I know this team can swing the bat. But one thing I'm focused on, and I think a huge key for this team, is base running. And I'm not necessarily saying stolen bases. Just being aggressive on the base pass. Putting the defense on their heels. Taking the extra base. Maybe that's send from first to home. That's what I'm hoping to see.
Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a liner. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
Super play right there from the shortstop. Talk about showing off those hops. This was destined to be a base hit into the outfield.
Stepping in now, Luis Torrens. He swings and lines it to left. Oh, and this deflects right off him. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
Hard bullet single to left field on a pitch that was kind of middle down in the zone, Dero, and he's going to have to make some better pitches than that one.
Yeah, if he's going to leave pitches over the heart of the plate, he's going to have a long night. The middle of this order does serious damage.
In now, Leroy Ochoa. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, Dero. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Alan Cordova hits next, and he puts it on the ground to second. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. We move ahead to the top of the second now. The Missions lead it 1-0. Leading off the inning, Oscar Caballero, and they'll need him to get something going here. First pitch coming, here it is. Swung on and fouled as it looked to make it all the way up into the concourse area. The windup and the 0-1. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He's through first and hustling for second. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. Caballero blows through the stop sign, headed for home. Safe at the plate. We're all square at 1 apiece.
You know, they say pitching is about location, location, location. First 2 pitches and that at bat really good. Mark, the third one, not so much.
You know, that's where the game's changed, Dan. You used to see 0-2 and guys would almost throw one to the backstop, waste a pitch, bounce something. Not the case in today's game. Guys are going right after you, but he definitely missed his spot right there.
This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Chavez backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out.
All right, here's how the home side's lining up defensively. And surprisingly today, the best arm resides out in center field. This guy's known for his range. We get it. He can go gap to gap. He's got an accurate arm. But I'll tell you what, you won't see many guys trying to take the extra base on him. He has got an absolute cannon out there.
Vincent Young is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0. 1 out, nobody on. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
I don't know why in the world anybody would want to be an umpire. That manager has given this umpire an earful on a pitch that he thought was a strike, and he's certainly trying to defend his pitcher.
2-1 the count. Swinging a ball line softly down the line in right. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
Not every ball's going to be hit on the screws right there. That one falls in front of the right fielder for a single. Found some green grass.
Into the box now, Bobby O'Neill, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. Young leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
All right, as a hitter right here, you got to know he's throwing you tough pitches. He does not want to miss over the heart of the plate. That's when you step out, regroup, maybe sit over the heart of the plate, knowing that he's trying to execute so well, he might miss right down the middle.
The next 0-2 is looked at off the plate for a ball. Hit in the air out to center field. Aponte is there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, the center fielder, Ron Dolan.
Striding in once again, Ross Dolan, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit hard on the ground to second, and that is through into center field, a base hit. The runner from second crosses the plate.
Boy, talking about coming up with a big knock. After that pop-up, it looked like the inning was potentially over. Big 2-out base hit to drive in a run.
Yeah, you watch your teammate in front of you miss his pitch. He got a nice pitch to hit right there and pops it up. You could tell he was dejected as he went back to the dugout. All you're trying to do is be a great teammate. Sean Casey always used to say to me, hey, D-Row, mix in a good teammate one time. That's exactly what this guy did.
Second baseman.
Digging in to try it again, Gordon Beckham. He drew a walk his first time up. A ball and no strikes. 2 down, runners at first and second. Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour. A ball and a strike. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2.
Hey, that's a huge pitch for him right there. He's been struggling early. If he's able to get any feel on his secondary stuff, he might be able to hang around a little.
This is on the ground over to first, and that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. And not in time as the run scores.
How frustrating is that, Dan, right there? Guy executes his pitch, batter's still able to dig it out for a knock.
You know, that's a really good pitch, and sometimes as a pitcher, you just have to tip your cap to the batter. Good piece of hitting right there.
This one is fouled away up to the concourse area. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1.
That pitch right there, he's trying to keep him from getting his arms extended. If it's out over the plate more, he can obviously do a lot of damage with it.
Ball taken there. 2-1 now. The 2-1 pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. Skied into straightaway right. Aponte has a play. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So they strike for 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left on. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. Arkansas leads this thing 3-1. Leading off the inning, Manuel Rincon, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Pulled toward right center field. Goldman giving chase. 1 away.
Okay, here's the defense for the away team. You want to talk about shutting a running game down? The guy behind the dish has an absolute cannon. I mean, you will not see guys get but 2-step lead off first base today.
First delivery to him on the way. Line toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Batting ninth, second baseman.
Stepping into the box, George Aponte. Here comes the first pitch. Line towards center field. Oh, and this kicks right off of him.
Don't sleep on the bottom of the order right there. He broke out all ambush tactics. First pitch fastball, middle in. He's able to drive that for a nice single.
Standing in now, Steve Chavez. Swing and a liner. And this is going to get down for extra bases, as that'll get 1, if not both of them, home. And the run will score from second as they cut it to 1 at 3-2 now. And the runner stuck in a pickle between third base and home. And they'll get the man at third here at least, but in the interim, a run has come in to score.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Boone Devine, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. To third. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And the throw won't be in time, as he'll be able to beat out the recovery throw at first.
Now batting, third baseman, Christian Villanueva.
So striding in, Christian Villanueva, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. From the stretch. Hit on the ground out to short. He's got it. They'll go the short way to Beckham, and that ends the inning. So 1 run here on 4 hits here. No errors, and 2 left. We'll go now to the top of the third. The Travelers lead it 3-2. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Matt Villarreal. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Matt Villarreal.
Here's the first pitch to him. Down and in here, 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch. And this is just off the outside corner, ball 2.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1. Swing and a ground ball to third. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
The batter, designated hitter, Oscar Caballero.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Oscar Caballero. He scored after tripling in his first plate appearance. What's he got in store for us here? Villanueva over to his right. 2 down.
Now batting, left fielder. Dave.
Ready for another chance? Dave Paxton. He flew out in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. Lifted into center field. Moving under it, Torrens makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Luis Torrens. He singled his last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Soft liner out toward left center. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
Into the box now, Leroy Ochoa. He reached on a single in his first try. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit back up the middle. Reined in. Step on the bag for one. On to first. A double play.
Good pitch on the ground ball there, and an even better job up the middle to take it himself, and turn 2 pretty smooth.
Alan Cordoba hits next. As he'll go after the first pitch and promptly line one into left center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. And a good job to get to it quickly and get it back in. That'll hold him to a 2-out single.
Hey, D-Roll, that's just what you want to do. Keep the pressure on. He's given up a couple of runs early already in this game, and now he gives up the 2-out single.
Yeah, no chance right there. You want to make this guy work. You want to try and get into the pen as quick as possible. And if 2-out knocks are the answer, then so be it.
Stepping in now, Manuel Rincon, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
0-1 count, and the pitch. Weakly hit towards first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. 3 innings complete. Arkansas leads this thing 3-2. So stepping in, Vincent Young. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Vincent Young.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Cordoba's under it. 1 away. So with the fly out there coming on the fastball, seems like an appropriate time to check out our pitch speed comparison for these 2 starters. And you can see the top 2 pitch velocities here. 96 on one hand versus a still respectable 92 on the other. Standing in, Bobby O'Neill. Ready. Here's the first offering. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? It will, as it heads to the corner. A fair ball. And he is in at second base with a one-out double.
He wasn't letting that one go. Jumped on the first pitch right there and drove it into the outfield for a base hit.
Into the box, Ross Stolen, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. And that one just missed outside.
Yeah, and that splitter is normally the go-to pitch to this guy, but it really hasn't shown that good downward action that he usually has. He needs to get back to finishing it out front.
3-1. Arnold Suzuki will be next. There's ball 4.
Now batting. Shortstop.
Digging in and looking for more, Arnold Suzuki. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Just got a piece up the line. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first.
You know, D-Rose, sometimes one of your best friends are your own teammates right there. Good hustle from first base to beat that throw to second, and guess what? He bought his battery made a knock.
Yeah, he definitely bought him a knock. You know what else he's going to buy him? He's going to buy him dinner on the road at some point, because that's some significant hustle right there. There was a nice play. The internal clock of the defender thought he still had a chance at second. Wasn't meant to be.
Fastball called for strike 2. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or are you still looking for the double play ball?
This is a great spot to be in as a pitcher. You have 2 strikes, you can bury one for a potential strikeout, and at worst, keep the ball down in the zone. You might be able to turn one pitch into an ending double play.
The 0-2 once more. Looped over toward first. And that's through into right field for a base hit. 1 run is scored. And the second run will score as well.
Boy, that's one of the beauties of speed. That trail runner right there, D-Ro. He's just too fast. They try to make a play at the plate, but they had no chance to get him because of his wheels.
Yeah, you got to put that one in your pocket right there and stop the hitter from advancing to second base and getting in scoring position. There was no chance at the plate.
No hits to this point. Hit out towards second. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
And those are plays that cost you ball games. You're already losing, and then you make an error like that to compound things. That's how things snowball on you, and you start to feel like you can't do anything right.
In now, Matt Villarreal. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Now a ball lined to the left side. Foul.
When that thing goes whistling into the stands, you hope someone brought their glove and is able to get leather on it.
Pulled hard, but it's foul down the first base side. 3 runs already home here. The next 0-2. A fastball here, and this is softly hit and fouled off to the left. The next 0-2. Line to the right side, and that's in there. Base hit. Beckham rounds the corner and is headed home. He'll score easily, and the lead is now 7-2.
Now batting. The designated hitter. Oscar.
Ready once again, Oscar Caballero, and they're runners at the corners now. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout, or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You can see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
And he goes the other way, but he got a lot of it deep down the line. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. 2-2.
Boy, this fourth inning has really been a struggle for him. Nothing seems to be going his way right now.
Fouled off.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
And here's a ball hit in the air, but no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. This is line to left. Cordova has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And even with 2 away now, that ball just didn't get out there deep enough, so they'll hold him at third base.
Left fielder, Dave Paxton.
At the plate, Dave Paxton. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And a fastball just a bit high.
We're starting to see a lot more balls from him now, and that's a direct result of him getting hit around pretty good. He's trying to do something different, and it's resulting in him not attacking the strike zone anymore.
2-1 now. Here's the 2-1. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss. Both teams have 9 hits on the scoreboard. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The Travelers lead it 7-2. Leading off the inning, Brian Valdez. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Villarreal has it, and it's a quick out, number 1.
This guy's not wasting any time, right? Gets a first pitch fastball, and he flies out deep on the first pitch of the inning.
Settling in now, George Aponte. First delivery to him on the way. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Number 9 batter comes through that time as it'll now be up to the top of the order with 1 away.
Got to be a little frustrated on the offensive side. Yeah, everybody's getting knocks and the batting averages are flowing right now, but nobody's come up with that big runner in scoring position, 2-out knock kind of feel that really is going to break this game open.
Goldman on the move. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Boone Devine.
Digging in once again, Boone Devine. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Now a ball lined softly down the left field line, but foul. Line toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and the inning continues.
Well, D-Roll, there's another base hit making it first and second. They're piling up the hits on the day, but so far not many runs to show for it.
Yeah, definitely a few knocks in the cupboard makes you feel good, and the batting average goes up, but that doesn't help you win ball games. Somebody has got to come up with a nice AB with runners in scoring position.
Into the box now, Christian Villanueva. He swings and grounds it to short. Scooped up. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Ready for another shot now. Vincent Young. He'll start things out as we begin the fifth.
Vincent Young.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a check swing, but it's strike one anyway, says the home plate umpire.
Well, he's still out there to start the fifth inning, but it's been a real grind of a start for him. The pitch count is much higher than he'd like it to be, so it's hard to imagine him working really deep into this game.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Way in front of that fastball. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch, and for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
Standing in now, Bobby O'Neill. No balls and a strike to count. Bases are empty, one man out. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Two mid-90s fastballs right there that he doesn't seem to think he can catch up to. I wouldn't be shocked if he came right at him again with another good one.
Grounder down the line at third, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are two down.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Ross Goldman. Liner toward right center. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3.
Boy, D-Row, the pitch count keeps climbing and climbing and climbing, and this is another example of they're really making this guy work in this one.
Yeah, that's the grind right here. You put your hard hat on, you try and find a way to get into that bullpen.
That's a strike to throw down, and it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
Clearly, they're not satisfied with the lead they're working with right now, and I like that. You don't want to disrespect your opponent and do that in a blowout game, but I don't think you can get comfortable with a 5-run lead, and now they've got a chance to add on to it. He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at-bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And the stolen base winds up as a moot point as the inning is over. So here's the cleanup hitter, Luis Torrens. 2 base hits, both singles to this point.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Throw just in time, and oh, that was awfully close.
Number 8, Leroy Ochoa.
Now in the box, Leroy Ochoa. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit on the ground out to short. Suzuki comes up with it. Throw on to first takes care of him. 2 very quick outs to start the home fifth.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Now at the plate, Alan Cordoba. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Pitch on the way. Grounded down the third baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. This is line to left. And that'll get by and on through towards the wall. Around second now and headed for third. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
The batter.
Of course they feel good about the triple, but I know how managers thinking. He's in the dugout wishing that triple would have come when some guys were on base. They've left a lot of guys out there in this one. We'll see if his teammate can bring him home.
Into the box, Manuel Rincon. He pulls this one into right, and that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. He pulls into second safely, as also on the play a run comes across to score. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Bounce it to the left side. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Well, the run will score in the inning on this RBI double. 5 innings complete. It's now 7-3. Digging in and looking for more, Gordon Beckham. He'll start things out now in the top half of the 6th. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Ball 2 now. 2-0 count. The pitch. Hit down the third baseline. Villanueva brings it in. And a close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number 1. Striding in once again, Greg Duke, 0 for 3 with an RBI in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
Bounce to first. Ochoa is up with it, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting, right fielder, Matt Villarreal.
Ready for another chance? Matt Villarreal. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here's a strike. Two out, nobody on. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Let's see if he continues to climb that ladder, or does he try and get him fishing on something bouncing in dirt.
And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Leading off the inning, George Aponte, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Second baseman, George Aponte.
Here's the first pitch to him. This is on the ground over the first. The throw is wild, and he gets away. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. So definite problems on that last play, and they'll hit the first baseman for the error. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Steve Chavez. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. First pitch on its way. Out into right center. Well hit. Now the relay home. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Well, when you leave a pitch that high in the zone like that, you have to expect bad things to happen. So instead of a double play ball, he gives up a shot to the outfield, and that brings the runner all the way around from first to score.
Skipper's out of the third base dugout on his way toward the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So he'll head for the showers as he stands to win this one if the bullpen can find a way to protect his 3-run lead.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Arkansas, number 19, Tommy Curtis.
In now, Boone Devine. He swings, and it's a line drive to left center. That's in there, base hit.
Wow, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his third single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4, not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
Christian Villanueva is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. Curtis, playing here in his age 29 season, he throws a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, and a 2-seam fastball. Now a double play ball here as this is on the ground to third. On to first to complete the double play.
Now batting, center fielder,
Ready once again, Luis Torrens. 2 hits and 3 at-bats for him in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Grounder down the line at third. Comes set with the 0-1. Looped out towards short. And this will be pulled in easily for the final out of the inning. So it's 1 run on 2 base hits, 1 error in the inning, and a runner left. 7th inning coming up. Arkansas leads this thing 7-4. Back here for Texas League Baseball on MLB Network. Before we start the 7th, let's pause to take a quick look at how we got here. It's our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Ready for another shot now, Oscar Caballero.
designated hitter, Oscar Caballero.
Here comes the first pitch. And he goes with the pitch here and drives it the other way to deep right. Valdez going back, still ranging back. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. And they double him up. It's 8-4.
Well, when you groove the first pitch a strike, these hitters are going to make you pay. Something tells me I don't have to tell the guy on the mound that anymore. That hurts.
Into the box now, Dave Paxton. He'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Swing and a liner. Foul. Bases are empty here. Nobody out. And he'll take the fastball here inside off the plate. It's 1-2.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
Hard hit ball to second. Aponte fields it cleanly. Throw on to first. So a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
Number 1, Vincent Young.
Digging in to try it again, Vincent Young. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. 1 out, nobody on. Now a hard liner. Foul. Swing and a little blooper to center. Chavez into shallow center, but he won't get there. It falls in.
I appreciate the moxie right there, but 3 fastballs at this level usually turns into a knock.
Bobby O'Neill.
Standing in now, Bobby O'Neill, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Swinging a ball line softly down the line in right. Foul. Now a swing and a fly ball. And foul. Young, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball.
When he's pitching effectively, usually that two-seam fastball is moving quite a bit, but here it's just kind of flat and straight. Could be a big part of the reason why he's getting knocked around.
Takes this the other way to right. And that's in there, base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Now batting.
Take a look at this right here. He didn't get jumpy and try and pull it down the left field line. Stayed in there, fought hard, and grinded out a nice knock the other way.
Cordoba will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning.
The batter, shortstop, Arnold Suzuki.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Arnold Suzuki. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. Looking to minimize the damage here. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Cordoba's under it, and that ends the inning. But add on 1 more as the solo shot stretches their lead even further. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch. The Travelers lead it 8-4. Settling in now, Leroy Ochoa. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Back up the middle. And that's through for a hit. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Soft liner towards short. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Well, that's got to be frustrating right there. You execute a pitch, a nice, good pitch right there. Batter's able to get a little lucky, stayed through it, caught it off the end of the bat. Not his best swing, but he's able to find a hole in the outfield.
Into the box, Manuel Rincon. And a first pitch swing. He hits a fly ball to left center. Paxton arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out.
The right fielder, number 7, Brian Valdez.
Digging in, Brian Valdez. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Bouncer down the line. That winds up foul. Now the 0-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. Villarreal is after it, and foul.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
High in the air out to center field. Dolan is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2. And he'll take those extra 90 feet, so put runners at the corners now with 2 gone in the inning.
Second baseman.
Coming to the plate now, George Aponte. And Dan, this could be a real make or break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
First delivery to him on the way. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Now a swing and a deep drive to right. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field, and it's now an 8-7 ball game.
Man, that's painful for a pitcher. He almost worked himself out of a jam by getting 2 straight outs, but he made a mistake right there and paid the price. 3-run home runs like that can be so deflating.
Stepping in now, Steve Chavez. As he rips it on the ground to second. Scooped up on the backhand. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
You know, D-Row, when he makes a phone call after the game to call his parents and say he had a 4-hit day, you think he's going to tell them about that infield single right there?
Oh, no, that was a line drive in the gap. We always used to say on the bench, Dan, anybody could get 3 hits in a big league game. Got to get that 4th one. That's what separates you. Those are the special moments.
This one's down to third. Oh, he makes the stop. He gathers the throw. What a play. They call it the hot corner for a reason, and this is a beauty to take us to break. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Here's the second baseman now, Gordon Beckham. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that one just missed outside. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Skipper out of the dugout making the slow trek to the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. He'll wind up working 7 innings, but this was not the kind of outing he was expecting, I'm sure.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the mission, number 43, Miguel Diaz.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. High in the air down the right field line. Valdez has it in his tracks. 1 out. Sometimes we use the phrase runs coming at a premium, but it's fair to say that none of us will be saying that tonight as we check out our line score. Neither pitching staff has really even showed up. Digging in once again, Greg Duke. He comes in 0 for 4 with an RBI in this one. And he gets ahead 0-1. That's a tough take.
He's had to be sitting out over that outer half of the plate. For him to take those first 2 pitches right there, finds himself 0-2. I'll be surprised if the pitcher doesn't go right back to that spot.
Popped him up. But this will land untouched. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Valdez has a read on it. 2 down.
Now batting, right fielder, Matt Villarreal.
Into the box, Matt Villarreal. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Check swing and a pop-up now to the left side. Diaz is there, and the side is retired. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. Arkansas leads this thing 8-7. David Saucedo is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
David Saucedo.
Leading off the inning, Christian Villanueva, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Slapped hard the opposite way. And a clean base hit, so he gets off the schneid, as they say, and is now 1 for 5 in the game. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
You can't ask for anything more than getting a leadoff man on right there. Brings the go-ahead run to the plate. He's in position to do some damage. It'd be interesting to see how the manager plays this month.
Into the box now, Luis Torrens, as he'll pick on the first pitch and line one back up the middle, and that's a base hit.
Boy, D-Row, when you're starting to swing it like this team is, doesn't matter. They bring in a new relief pitcher, right? And he gets greeted with back-to-back base hits.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you want to do. In today's day and age of bullpen down your throat, you very rarely see back-to-back knocks when these guys are throwing smoke.
That's one of the keys, too. When you come in facing guys out of the bullpen, they're being taught to throw strikes early, and they're taking advantage of it. He's throwing strikes, and they're jumping all over him.
In now, Leroy Ochoa. It's been a 2 for 4 effort for him so far in the ball game. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Paxton looks up and gone. And the lead has changed here in the 8th. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. They've taken a 2-run lead.
Well, with no outs, you can afford to give up a single, but you can't afford to give up a 3-run homer. He just caught too much of the plate. Now he's back to the drawing board. No outs, and the inning is already an ugly one.
Alan Cordova hits next as he lifts it in the air to right field. Villarreal has a beat on it, makes the play, 1 away.
Now batting, catcher.
Digging in the switch hitter, Manuel Rincon will swing it from the left side right here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line towards center field. And that's a base hit. He's now 2 for 5 in this one.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Kept his shoulder square, his hands inside the baseball, and was able to fight off a good, nice executed pitch for a knock.
Pete Wynn enters to make an appearance on the mound as he inherits a runner at first with 1 out in the inning.
Win.
Into the box, Brian Valdez, as he grounds one briskly to short. The second for 1 on the first, and how about that for an entrance? 1 pitch, 2 outs, and the inning is over. But the big blow of the inning comes right here, a 3-run home run. 9th inning coming up. It's now a 10-8 ball game. Striding forward now is the DH, Oscar Caballero. His line so far, 2 for 4, but the hits are a home run and a triple.
The last at bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and did miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Line towards center field. Torrens is right there, one down.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
High and deep to center field. Torrens going back to the track. Just missed a home run to the deepest part of the yard. It's off the wall. And he's in there at third with a one-out triple.
And in the ninth inning, every team's goal is to bring that tying run to the plate, and he does that here. But I got to tell you, a single or a double would have done the trick, too. That was risky trying to stretch that thing, but it ended up working out in the end.
Into the box now, Vincent Young. He represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard, even though that would be the best result they could hope for. He's not a long ball threat, and he knows it, so he could just be looking for some way to keep that line moving.
Paxton takes his lead at third with one away. Popped him up. Rincon over to his left. He's got it, and there are two down now. So a big spot here, and stepping in, Bobby O'Neill. Although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Men on third with two down. Taken, called strike two, and now they're down to their final strike tonight. Swing and a liner. And that's a fair ball as this one will get down the line. He's in at second safely as they also push across a score to make it a one-run game.
That will drive a pitching coach crazy. He has the hitter down 0-2 in the count, and instead of making him chase it something off the plate, he grooves one that's driven down the line for a run-scoring double. Have to make better pitches on an 0-2 count.
And that's through into right field for a base hit. The tag, and he's safe. And that ties the ball game in the top of the ninth.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen, and I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sinking cut. That is unbelievable he's able to get that knock in that big spot.
The 0-1. On the ground, back up the box, and it'll get through into center field, a base hit. And the runner from second is in to score.
Boy, those have to feel really good, D-Row. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the second inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
Gordon Beckham is in with two away as he takes a ball 1-0. Good zip on that one as he just throws it by him for strike one. A runner on first with two away. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Runners on the move for second. Pitch outside. The throw. Short hop, but he's out. Great play to pick the throw and slap the tag on him to end the inning. Another look at the throw down that results in a third out on the bases. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Pedro Espinoza is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the ninth.
Pedro Espinoza.
Now batting, George Aponte. He'll be the one to get us going here in the bottom of inning number 9.
George Aponte.
First pitch on its way. On the ground to the right side. And Beckham's throw is in time at first, one away.
The batter, number 1, shortstop.
Striding in and working on a terrific performance in this one, Steve Chavez. And we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here. Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. A bouncer up the middle. Suzuki over to his left. On to first, and they're an out away. 2 gone here in the ninth.
Designated hitter, Boone Devine.
Next will be the designated hitter, Boone Devine. He'll try to build on an already great game. He's 3 for 5 so far in this one. First offering on its way. Grounded back up the middle. That's through for a base hit, and he's putting together a monster line in this one. They just can't get him out. So a nice job there by the 2-hole hitter to extend the inning for the middle of the order.
Nice AB right there. 2-out single in the ninth. You put yourself in a position to be the tying run. Now you have your boy coming up behind you, the winning run at the plate.
And he'll put this one away, and with that, the ball game is over.
Wow, that was a fun one to watch. A great game for guys with the sticks, but for pitchers, not so much. A classic slugfest, and they walk away on top in the end.
11-10 is the end of the line in this score. Arkansas put on a real offensive show with 11 runs on the board. Pete Wynn is credited with the win. So that's a wrap here tonight. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, we're all thanking you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. Have a great night.
The final line score for our ball game for the victorious Travelers. 11 runs on 17 hits. 1 error. They left 10 men on base. For the Makers, 10 runs